Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Golden77 here, and today we are back with another video, and today we are on World War II. And there will be two parts to this video. Well, technically, this one I'm going to be talking in and telling you what I think about it, and then the next video, which I'll leave a link in the description of this one, will take you just if you want to see the actual 100 supply drop opening. Now, I did not pay for any of these supply drops, if you guys are wondering, and I earned these from in-game. And today I'm going to be talking about if I think that supply drops in World War II are pay to win. Pay to win, I guess, maybe not the right word to use, but that's what we're going to be talking about. So we're going to be considering two sides of the argument. One, if you work, like let's say you work instead of you can't play as much because you work, would it be worth it to buy them? Or if you don't have a job and you just want to grind them out, I guess. We'll talk about those situations. So, firstly, we are going to talk about how I got this many supply drops. So, there's a thing in the game, if you've played it, called Orders at the Quartermaster, and you go to him and you can pick up like 5 to 6 challenges a day, and if you complete the challenge, you get a supply drop. If you fail it, you pretty much lose credits in-game currency. If you look at the top of the screen, there's that like little double hammer next to the COD points. That would be the currency you buy them with, which also you earn in-game. So yeah, so if you do those and then you do some of the daily bounties, you could be getting up to from anywhere from like 6 to 10 supply drops a day, and I was able to get these within about the way if you could multitask the quartermaster challenges and the daily challenges, you could easily get 6 to 10 supply drops in anywhere from half an hour if you're great to probably an hour and a half if you're just trying to slump by. For this, you'd have to get all of them, all of the challenges done a day, and this is from 12 hours of in-game time. So I'm going to be comparing 12 hours of in-game time versus working, and what I think would be better. So the way it is right now is a supply drop in-game cost $2, I think it was, because they're 200 COD points a piece, and 200 COD points is about $2. I'm not adding in the bigger bundle if you paid $100 for the bundle, but that's what we're going off of right now. So this means it's $2 a supply drop. So for this much time, it would cost $200 of your real money, which if you had a job, you could see that. But personally, I would never spend that much. But whatever. Let's keep going. So $200 would get you 100 supply drops. The same amount that I opened this from 12 hours. So let's say you have a normal job. We're just gonna say minimum wage, and you work, let's say 20 hours a week. So you'd be getting $10 an hour, I think is average minimum wage, maybe a little less, but we're just gonna stick with $10 an hour. After they take a little bit of the taxes out, I think it should be anywhere from like $7 to $8. So we're just gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and say $8. So $8 an hour from minimum wage times 20 hours a week would be $160. That would take your whole week's paycheck and put it into this. That would only leave you with 80 supply drops. So you could get 80 rares or 80 resistance ones as the time of this was coming out. So that would be totally up to you, but that seems like a lot, and actually, from those statistics, it would be better to just grind in-game time, but there's a little twist. The actual in-game way I did it is I would only play for like half an hour to an hour, depending on how long it would take me to beat the challenges a day, and then I'd log off and pick it up the next day. So which, if you had a job, I'm just going to take a guess and say that you would have enough time to maybe hop on for half an hour a day, maybe after work or after school. You could hop on for about half hour to an hour a day, and you could get as much supply drops as the other people. Now, I didn't test out actual grinding time, but actual grinding time, what I found is you had a like you'd get about one supply drop every half an hour, which if it was that way, it would definitely be worth it to buy supply drops. But the thing is, if you have a job, you probably have to pay for money for gas and the other thing. So is it pay to win? I would say no if you're playing it more casually, but that's not casual, I guess, if you pick it up every day. But if you play with it every day, play the game every day for about half hour to an hour's time, you'll get 100 supply drops relatively quick within a week to 2 weeks. So, I mean, in the end, it kind of balances out. If you wanted to pay out for supply drops, you can do whatever you want with your money. But personally, I think it'd be better to just go grind it out if you had an hour and just save them up. Because I was able to get 12 supply drops an hour, which would mean that I would got it down to about half an hour per 6 supply drops, which would be like 1 day's work, maybe a little bit longer. So that's just my thoughts. You were watching some of the background gameplay of my opening, and I will link that in the description of this video. But other than that, guys, let's just get into our last topic, and that would be that I really like how World War II has supply drops over Black Ops 3, and that is, if you hop on every day, you're going to be getting the supply drops like crazy. And the guns are relatively easy to unlock, and I like how it's a guarantee, because if you play like 50 games, you'll get the gun. So, as in terms of getting the guns, it is not pay to win, because the guy that's going to be playing more is obviously going to be getting more. But if then the guys that's going to be playing more to get the guns are going to have less supply drops than the guys that just hop on, or the guys that pay for them. So that's just my 2 cents. If you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, because it really does help. And this took a long time to get all this footage for these supply drops. And you guys can leave your thoughts about is it pay to win or whatever in the comments below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.